Why don't you tell me what's going on down there?
All right. Well, let's see. What? I'll tell you what I can tell you. What did you want to know?
Well, tell us the details, and how this thing came about, and where you are with it, what your plans are, what's the city's position. How do you move forward? Because when it really comes down to it, we all want peace in the hood, right?
That's right. We want peace everywhere.
That's right.
Well, I mean, obviously you know something about it. You've heard some allegations, and I don't know where you heard them or how you heard them. What have you heard?
I don't know nothing. All I see here is a picture, and the man looked like he got his head busted right open.
I mean, basically, there's an allegation made by this gentleman, Mr. Skipper, that he was abused by the Clarksdale Police Department. And our position is so far, well, one, it's under investigation. Two, the FBI expressed an interest, so we're cooperating fully with them in what they're looking into, whether it was or not. And preliminary, what it appears happened is that the closing times for clubs are 2 o'clock in the morning. The shift on duty police shift was over there ensuring that the parking lot was clear. This place has been the scene of, shootings before and some killings. So in order to, reduce the chance of that, to get people on out of the parking lot when it's closed. This man, Mr. Skipper, proceeds to try to go up into the club after being told not to by the officers. After they place him under arrest for not complying, because he continued to try to go in there, and taken him to his car. At that point, it appears that he resisted getting in the vehicle, and when the struggle to get him in, they both fell on the ground. It's a gravel parking lot, and it appears that that's what happened. Mr. Skipper's face hit the gravel.
Apparently multiple times. The photograph displayed demonstrated that he had several lacerations in multiple parts of his head.
Well, I mean, I've seen the same pictures you have, I suppose. But, I mean, it looks like he fell in. I wasn't there. That's my understanding of what it was.
Neither was I. But when we're talking about multiple lacerations, to the extent that his lip is practically off of his head, that would give the impression that his head hit the ground maybe more than once.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay.
I mean, I know I've not seen the parking lot. I've gone out there. It's a rough looking parking lot. If someone were to fall face first, I could see where it could do some damage. But we have no evidence that there was any intentional act at this point. But it's still under investigation.
Well, tell us about the history of Clarksdale, and has this been a recent situation only, or has this been a history of this type of activity?
I don't think that there's a pervasive problem with the Clarksdale Police Department in the community. I think that it's got on pretty well. I mean, our mayor is African American, the board is majority African American, the police chief's African American.
How are the citizens of Clarksdale responding to what happened to the gentleman? And what is his name again?
Mr. Skipper.
And how is the general public responding?
I mean, I think that they recognize that there's a system and way to look at things, and I mean, there's been no real problems or incidents as a result of it.
So there's no civil unrest, no massive protest, any things of that nature?
No, sir.
No call for the police chief's resignation or anything of that nature?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, well, we hope for all the best down in Clarksdale. Right off of Route 61, is that right? Heading down to
61.
Yeah, heading down to Cleveland, Mississippi. Taking that route several times. I want to thank you for giving me a call in today and expressing the facts as you see it. And we hope that the young man is okay. and can move on with his life, and that he finds justice in the event that he was mistreated, and that the city of Clarksdale will do all in its power to ensure that that takes place.
And we want to make sure everybody's treated fairly and appropriately.
Very well. Thank you again for joining us.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
World of Soul!